Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. The LeBron fans are at it again, right? They're trying to front run and act like they're on the boat with Anthony Edwards. And now they're trying to put Anthony Edwards against Michael Jordan, right? It's over for the LeBron fans. Your king is finished. He's done. They're already telling him in the media, that he needs to retire, and it's going to keep coming out. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Okay? And they're trying to put Anthony Edwards, these LeBron fans, with LeBron at age 22, at this age, at this age. Oh, boy. See, because the LeBron fans, it's always about, it's not winning championships. It's just about a stat line. If you went to the finals, all this nonsense that makes no sense. And, I try to tell Too Raw for Sports, you don't have to explain nothing to these guys when they try to, say all this stuff. Oh, LeBron did this at 22. Anthony Edwards did this at 22. How come Michael Jordan wasn't doing this at 22? And, he tries to explain the logic of, okay, LeBron didn't beat 5 Hall of Famers to go to the NBA Finals. That's what Michael Jordan essentially would have had to do to go to the NBA Finals. Beat 5 Hall of Famers. And then, let me see. I think he would have had to go through the Sixers after that. And maybe the Pistons. His second season. It's not logical. So what we're going to do is, we're going to talk logical about this whole thing. Because where was Anthony Edwards last year, in the year before, in the year before? Where was he at in the NBA? Nobody never heard of him. Because all the big names I know, everybody heard of them coming into the NBA. The Tim Duncans, the Larry Birds, the Magic Johnsons, the Kareem, even Michael Jordan to an extent. And we're going to show you Michael Jordan is the greatest, I would say maybe the second greatest, most decorated college player of all time. When you look at his resume. And we can argue back and forth with that. You might say Christian Laettner or Bill Walton because they won more championships or something like that. But look at this guy's resume, and we're going to look at it. Yeah, but where was Anthony Edwards? Because all the big names that I know were recognized. Where was Joker at when he first came into the NBA? Nobody heard this guy until like season 5 or something like that. And they want to tell us that now that this guy just woke up at 22 years old, when he came into the NBA when he was, 18, 19 years old? We're supposed to just count when he just woke up at 22 years old. We try to use this narrative, at 22. No, this guy had been in the NBA, like LeBron, had already been in the NBA for like 4 or 5 years when he went to the finals. We act like this guy just entered the NBA. Most guys, back in Jordan's day, they stayed until the junior season. If they were good, they didn't go to senior season. They left after their junior season, right? The competition was better back then. And before we get into this, I don't want to hear about, again, Anthony Edwards being young. What did he do on the FIBA this past summer? He got beat by plumbers. They couldn't even place. What's that all about? So let's look at this. We'll just get down to the little part first, because that's all it is. From 18 to 22 years old for Anthony Edwards, and it's not finished because he didn't play out the rest of the season, right? He didn't play out the rest of the season, so we don't know if this guy could be Finals MVP. We don't know if he could win a championship, or what all NBA team he is going to be on, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about what we do know already. Anthony Edwards, from 18 to 22 years old, 2-time All-Star, All-NBA rookie first team, second team All-SEC, SEC Rookie of the Year, NBA hold on, did we see? Yeah, that's on there twice. So we already said all rookie first team. That's on there twice. So that's pretty much all of them. That was a typo. So Over here, where we got the asterisk, all NBA what team? He's probably going to make one of them. There's three of them. Okay, so we'll give him that. We'll give him that. Another thing is, this guy didn't lead. He's been in the league 4 years now and is yet to win one statistical title. Points, steals, blocks, rebounds. Did I say points? Nothing. And this year, he was nowhere in the top 5 in points, steals, rebounds, blocks, assists. So what's going on? You guys say this guy is so good. Remember, this is year 4. Year 4, Michael Jordan we playing the Pistons, right? Jordan was playing the Pistons. Year 4, Jordan was playing the Pistons. What else? He was playing the Pistons. And, he won all those awards. MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All-Star MVP. All the awards. We all know. Steals title. That's 4 years. If you guys want to go year for year, let's go year for year. If you don't want to go for year, let's go age for age, okay? And don't tell me anything about him being young. Like I said, because Anthony Edwards, because what happened? He went to the NBA. He spent 1 year in college. He was ready for the NBA, right? If you spend 1 year in college, that means, and you go to the NBA, that means you're ready. Why else would you go to the NBA, right? Because you're ready. And especially in this weak era, you should be ready. Also, this guy hasn't done what LeBron James did in his first 4 seasons yet. He hasn't. He hasn't. I don't think so. LeBron put up, bad numbers his rookie season, and then that's it. The second, third, fourth. So why is he jumping LeBron? Oh, that might be hard for the LeBron fans to swallow. They don't respect this guy. When Anthony Edwards hasn't even done what LeBron did, LeBron's first 4 years, and they bunny hop LeBron and go right to Michael Jordan, it just tells you that Michael Jordan not only is the bar, but the whole LeBron GOAT debate was fake. It was phony. It was phony baloney. So let's look at Michael Jordan from 18, an adult, to 22 years old. National College Player of the Year, 2-time Sporting News National Player of the Year, 2-time Consensus First Team All-American, ACC Player of the Year, ACC Athlete of the Year, 2-time First Team All-ACC, ACC Rookie of the Year, 2-time USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year, McDonald's All-American. I did not see this on Anthony Edwards. The McDonald's All-American, First Team Parade All-American, 2-time All-Star, All-NBA Second Team, NBA All-Rookie First Team, NBA Rookie of the Year, NBA record 63 points in a playoff game. Still a record to this day. LeBron had 21 seasons to break this record in a no-touch era. Led team in 4 statistical categories as a rookie. Wow. Even Wilt Chamberlain didn't do that. That's an MVP season right there, right? Somebody would lead their team in 4 statistical categories. So that's what Michael Jordan did from 18 to 22. And as you can see on the bottom, that's what Anthony Edwards did, 18 to 22. And when we look at the fact that Michael Jordan also had 3 gold medals before he even entered the NBA playing internationally, this is what we got to do. We got to play the game fair. We can't be like, Jordan wasn't even in the NBA at 19. He wasn't in the NBA at 20 years old. So this is a criteria we have to use by age. And if you want to say Anthony Edwards was didn't play in college all those years, that's not my fault. He said he was ready for the NBA, and why not? It's a no-touch era. Three guys sitting at the no, four guys sitting at the 3-point line. No hand checking, no rough play, no all-time great centers or great power forwards. It's a positionless game. What's the deal? Why do we have to wait until last year for this guy to get good? He said he was good. He went to the NBA. But now all of a sudden we got to judge stuff by when he's ready. Jordan was ready at 18 years old. You see his resume in college. You can put that resume up against any college player there is. Yeah, he doesn't have all the championships that a Bill Walton had or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had, but you might want to go look at their teams. In UCLA, they got all the good recruits back in the days. That's how it was back in the day for UCLA. Michael Jordan pretty much put the Tar Heels on the map. Him and James Worthy. And it just continued with other players. Because of stigma, Michael Jordan went to this school. Michael Jordan went to North Carolina. So all these players, and then you had Duke was the rivalry. So it just kept getting bigger and bigger. So I'm not trying to knock Anthony Edwards, but what these guys are trying to do, the media, the LeBron fans, I don't even know why the LeBron fans are jumping on this guy's bandwagon. It's over for you. It's over. You should be in a corner crying and bawling because they're comparing this guy to Michael Jordan, not LeBron. Nobody ever is going to compare anybody to LeBron because nobody wants to be like LeBron. Now, they've been coerced to tell lies on commercials and all kind of stuff because that's their employer, the NBA, about how great LeBron is. But like I said, when he retires, everybody's going to turn on this guy. Already turned on him, and it's going to barrel downhill. Everybody can see what he was, and his era was a circus act, right? The circus, they just go town to town to town to town. That's what LeBron was. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, PG-13, Kevin Durant, all these guys like this. They was nothing but a circus act. They don't have a home. How could you respect that? How could you respect that when we look at the Michael Jordans, when we look at the Larry Birds, the Magic Johnsons, the Bill Russells, the Wilt Chamberlains? These guys done switched teams like 3-4 times and didn't even try to do it when they was older. Like, Charles Barkley when he went to the Houston Rockets, or Clyde Drexler when he went to the Houston Rockets when he was older. These guys were doing this in their prime. So it's not respected in the same way. So yeah, this is the new campaign for the LeBron fans to do everything Edwards is doing. He really did nothing. Edwards ain't did nothing. He put up some good numbers in the playoffs. That's it. He did nothing in the regular season. He won no MVPs. He ain't no MVP candidate. He didn't do nothing last year. He's not in top 10 in any statistical category. He ain't won no statistical titles. What has he done? It's going to be his first All-NBA team. All they can say is at 22. The guy came in the league at 19. Luka came in there at 19, 20? He's been balling ever since. Stop the lies, man. The guy was not good. He was an average player when he came in, and he worked on his game, and he done got good. But Michael Jordan and Tim Duncan and LeBron James and all the rest of these guys that came in young, or when they came in, the Larry Birds, the Magic Johnson, these guys was already ready to go. The Lucas. And he, like I said, now they just jumping over Kobe Bryant. Oh, now they trying to dump on Jordan because he didn't win a championship and he wasn't finals MVP like Tim Duncan was, Kobe Bryant was, or go to the NBA finals like LeBron was. So what? They came in the league early. All these guys start winning or doing their thing when the league got weaker. Because we already know you couldn't do that back in the 80s or 90s. You couldn't do it. These guys came into a weaker era. Weak. When Shaq was winning three in a row, playing nobody. But when there was people out there to play, he wasn't winning nothing in the '90s. He was getting swept and everything else. I'm not trying to beat up on Duncan and Robinson, but when Jordan left, that's when they start winning. Nobody was winning when Jordan was around the '90s. In the '80s, this is what it is. You had to have 3 to 5 Hall of Famers on your team just to make it to the finals, especially in the East. You had to have 3 to 5 Hall of Famers. Yeah, and I always tell people you can't take LeBron fans serious and what they post because at best they're just trying to be funny. They're not serious about what they say. All they can do is try to poke fun because their king is a loser. Nick Wright them taught them to tell half truths and lies, and at the end of the day, they just lost again. LeBron is out of it. LeBron is out of the GOAT debate. And like I said, it could be a year from now, 2 years from now. Mark my word, I've been saying this for a long time. I said they're going to bring this man down so hard. It's going to make the P. Diddy thing look like nothing. Deep fakes, all this stuff. Because that's 99% of that P. Diddy stuff on YouTube is deep fakes. Just like JJ Redick podcast with LeBron. Most of these podcasts from these athletes is nothing but deep fakes. The people is dumb. The people are dumb. Deep fake podcasts. Rasheed Wallace, all these dudes, deep fake podcasts. So yeah, it's gonna be horrible for LeBron fans. I see them already trying to jump ship and trying to put you trying to jump ship for Anthony Edwards and trying to put him next to LeBron. Anthony Edwards don't respect LeBron. He said he want to roast LeBron. Every game, LeBron is sitting out, ducking Anthony Edwards, ducking him. Remember what was it like 2-3 years? LeBron ducked KD. And then wait till he got real old and sick looking because he is skinnier now than he's ever been. Go look at OKC. Go look at Texas. Go look at the Warriors. When he was playing for them, he is skinnier now than he's ever been. And he looks old, run down, tired, whatever like that. But yeah, look at this resume. 18-22 for Michael Jordan. 18-22. And that's what we keep going. Don't let us go to 23 and 24 because it starts to get ugly after that. We don't want to go to 23. We don't want to go to that. The 23, 24, 25, 26. We don't want to do none of that, do we? It's going to get ugly. Yeah, he might win a championship because he's got the Defensive Player of the Year 3 years in a row, and he's got another All-Star teammate. Michael Jordan didn't have none of that. I'm trying to tell you, these cats ain't winning no championship in the 80s. No way. Or the 90s. Tell me what you think.